I have a few references. Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory? Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory?
Halo. Balik lagi. Masih main Genshin Impact. Ini udah masuk versi 1.6. Cuman ini mau
Boats are made
rutin
for
dulu.
transferring commodities back and forth. And those that come across Liyue tend to stay a while. So it is where many things come to settle. Gather!
Nice and spicy! Absorption test! Animal test 60! Absorption test! Here, kitty, kitty, kitty.
Stabilize!
Iya.
Stabilize!
Iseng sebelum jalanin satu eventnya clear.
Booba, get them! Stand clear. Absorption test.
Kli-nya enggak om, saya enggak gacha kli. Nyimpen buat si Baal. Si Baal aja om, Baal. mau naik spell. Nah.
Solidify.
Nice and spicy. No, my sword.
Pengen sih gacakli. Orang belum punya. Masih 50-50 juga, Om. Masih 50-50, terus primonya buat muterin PT satu kali aja masih kurang. Udah 18 Kak, mantep Om. Gue belum ada 18 Kak, Pak.
Let's guess where you're from.
Gue baru 5.800. Sebisa mungkin sebelum Baal. Ya kalau Yoimiya sih kayaknya narik. Moga-moga aja Baal sama Yoimiya nggak back to back. Ada spare gitu kan. Ada spare waktu. Kalau back to back mau nggak mau milih Pak.
Body and mind.
Kalau enggak ya Genshin. Iya 17++, Yoimiya 17 kabarnya. Kalau ngelihat si siapa tuh, si Venti sama Zhongli, kan Baal juga Arkon tuh besok. Venti kan pertama kali nongol dia udah keluar tuh ininya banner. Nah Zhongli juga pas kapan ya nongol sama Zhongli? Pas quest Arkon kali ya. Lupa gue pas kapan. Zhongli yang pertama itu juga kan nongol. Baal cakep. Yoimiya juga oke Om. Ininya desainnya.
Stabilize.
Out of the frying pan. Animal hypostasis emulation. Animal test 6308. No, my sword.
This is order.
Kazuha juga bagus sih sebenarnya dari desain. Gue lihat League Genshin katanya akun PS4 lagi dibuat biar bisa cross save. Mantap. Itu malah kan si Switch kan dulu kan sempat mau ke Switch juga tuh GI Genshin. Cuman dibatalin karena ya mungkin dari hardware kurang kan Switch yang sekarang ya. Kalau misalnya next ada Switch Pro, gue yakin sih masuk itu Genshin. Gak mungkin enggak. Iya, Switch yang sekarang belum Om. Ntar Switch yang Pro mampu ya.
Ring cutter.
Nggak beli PS5 Om, loading 2 detik. Nunggu yang retail aja Om. Retailnya masih susah Pak, rebutan. Teman sendiri aja nawarin harganya masih 13. Paling mentok kemarin. Ya ngobrol-ngobrol sambil nyantai. Dia bilang, udah 12 dakin. Harga retail dong. Wah kalau harga retail kagak berani dah. Gue belinya juga bukan retail. Oh ya udahlah jangan. Ya yang bikin greget itu Genshin nongol di PS5. Ntar Horizon bukan Zero Dawn. Yang besok tuh Horizon Forbidden
Time to
West. Ya, bukan barang panas lagi pak. Dulu gue dapet 5 unit juga gue jual lagi.
Stabilize.
Absorption test. Animal test 63. Stand clear. Rain outlines your fate.
Stabilize.
Storage-nya masih dikunci sayangnya itu PS.
Out of the frying pan.
Sony masih wait and see kali ya. Itu strateginya.
Enhanced animal module 75.
Gather.
Tapi loadingnya kalah jauh pak.
I will have order.
Sedih banget asli. Kemarin masih adem.
Stabilize.
Bukan main di PC juga.
Nice and
Nah, di PC loadingnya masih cepet. Kayak SSD itu hitungannya cepet. Terus PS5 nongol, tapi Genshin belum ada versi PS5 kan. Gua kalau balap-balapan tele tuh masih menang lah. Pakai PC tapi ya. Nah, begitu versi PS5 nongol dijajal, buset kelewat langsung. Alah jauh. Lebih kompatibel emang versi PS5-nya dimainin di PS5. — 15 detik. Temen gue PS4 Fat om, ada tuh satu yang sering partian kalau malam. Ya kalau pas lagi mabar bareng temen sendiri sih nggak terlalu ngefek ya. Kalau loading tele atau
Ad Astra
loading
Abyssal.
time gitu. Yang efek tuh ketika lu main dengan random atau main mau nge-clearin kan. Ini Genshin nih sehari ada cap-nya buat nyari Mora. Ngebunuh elit 400 biji. Itu gue cuma bisa yang di PC. Soalnya kalau gue ikut Elite Run pakai PS4, gue belum nyampe udah mati musuhnya, Pak. Sedih lah. Nah ini malah kemarin pas 16 nggak bisa login gue seharian full. Pas update 16. Makanya mainnya baru hari ini. Baru kelar update tadi pagi jam 3 kurang 5 WIB. Gue ngejalanin commission cuma dapat 1. Somplak lah itu aja. Jonglinya gantilah versi tanker. Dailynya udah kelar. Sekarang IDO udah mantep. Belum pak, masih kurang. Yang 90 baru segitu, baru 9. Cuma kalau ngejalanin bounty ya enak, jadi tinggal ganti-ganti aja. Apalagi kan ini di buff nih si siapa nih, EM. Kalkulasinya gue nggak tahu fixnya nambah berapa persen, cuma di buff.
Where do you
Sekarang
want to
kalau
go
bikin
next?
cara
If you'd like to see Liyue's tourist
digedein
spot.
EM-nya worth it banget. Make Asoy.
I have a few references.
Bentar, biasanya gue bisa daily ngapain ya? Gue lupa habis daily ngapain biasanya. Oh, karena buff EM itu ya. Oh iya, jajal inilah. Dapat berapa sih sekarang? Kemarin sih 40.000. Mana-mana korbannya sih. Kemarin sih Pisal summon osnya 40. Harusnya sekarang nambah nih. Harusnya. Ini Pisal gua pakainya stringless.
I created another universe and founded paradise.
49. Iya, 40.000 kalau summon. Kan udah di crownin. Summon osnya. Tapi ada tapinya, Pak. Pakai buff Bennett. Cari korban. Ada buff Bennett, terus ini kan ini partinya kebetulan Pyro 2 kan. Ini ketinggalan. Ambil dong. Siapa tahu mau naikin sinyal. Violet Grass perlu itu. Ya, Bennettnya belum ngisi. Abis ngapain ya Bennettnya tadi?
Stabilize.
Let's light it up.
Cari dulu lah.
Let's light it up. Let's
Wah,
light
belum
it up.
Solidify.
Oh, Mbak
Go
kena.
in. Oz, reveal thyself.
Tuh 42.000. Tuh 17.900 tuh nembaknya dong. Aduh, Ose perkasa sekali, Ose bangke lah.
Solidify.
Let's light it up.
Kalau nggak pakai Ose, kalau
By royal decree.
28. Dua berarti kemarin 41 40 ya? Lupa. Iya, efek dari stringless doang, Om.
Gather.
Everybody stand back. Oz, reveal thyself.
Kalau crit, kalau nggak crit 6.000. Nah, kalau crit 17 tuh, 17. Mati nggak nih? Wah, kurang. Kirain sampai mati. Nah, lo kok gue jadi ngebunuh-bunuhin dia.
I, by royal...
Alah, nggak kena lagi.
Over here.
Let
me amuse myself.
sama Pak, itu di lu kayak kebuka cuma segitu tuh 11.000 paling gede tuh. 3.000 tuh.
Shine.
Padahal kan gua pengennya yang hit di lu.
Oz, reveal that.
Utau nggak punya Om. Pyro gua andalannya di lu. Gua Hutau nggak ada. Adanya tuh Kemarin sempat naikin Ember. Nih Ember. 80 doang. Udah dikasih modal semua. Sama Xiangling balik. Xiangling juga build EM. Pakai Dragon Ball. Mana klik kagak ada. Tahu kagak ada ini. Nah, jalanin quest itulah si Ntar dulu, ada syaratnya nggak nih jalanin event? Summer. Wanjay. Yang main? Main cannon, make ready fire. Oh, ini dia. Navigate. Wah, kli mantep tuh. Cuma kudu ditemenin shield kli. Kasian. Tepos. Sama kayak Visual tadi tuh. Tuh sakit tapi tepos itu. Tabok juga kena toel langsung koit kadang. Beuh, Jin C2 cakep, Om. Sampai C4, beuh, itu temennya Xiao langsung Jin. Xiao nggak dapet ya? Oh iya, Xiao mau tahu nggak dapet. Beuh, kalau C4 ngaco tuh, Pak. Jin gue masih C0. Ngarepin C1 sih. Kemarin narik di standar malah dapat Atlas. Ngarepin Jin dikasih Atlas. Atlas malah bingung dipakai di siapa. Ini pas apa nih? Oh, ini pas Kli habis dihukum ya.
Klee! We haven't seen you in forever! Oh, it's Miss Honorary Knight at Paimon! I was just about to go find you two. I got a terrible, terrible letter and need to go to a certain place. A terrible letter?
Agak Eula karena gak tepos aja. Dapat berarti ya Eula. Mantap.
They even said they want to test Klee and have Klee go to Dodoland, but there's no need to rush. Slow down. A very bad
Kemarin gue Eula nggak narik juga, sama sekali nggak narik.
Who's Dodo King? Paimon also hasn't heard of him?
Habis nyoba di tes run-nya kurang serak.
Why did you say also? Because even Klee has never heard of him. He's probably just some weirdo. I went to go find out
Kurang
Dodo,
seraknya
but
bukan
he's
berarti
not
jelek
home,
kok.
so I thought of you.
Bagus.
Let me
Sakit
read
gila
you the
ultinya.
letter that Dodo King wrote.
Begitu meledak bisa di atas
Wicked
cepek.
girl of Flint,
200,
I am of
400.
the Dodo clan.
Kalau pakai itu broken pine.
Klee can't read this part. In the name of Dodo King, you are not qualified to become Dodoko's new family.
Kerinya gak bisa baca anjir.
Unless you bring Dodoko to the Golden Apple Archipelago, light for...
Emang masih bocah ini ya?
Except the... I don't know some of these words. Let Paimon have a look.
Paimon fasih dia baca.
This word is Overlord, which means he's the most powerful guy around, and what he says goes. This part reads, light four beacons and knock upon the trialist gate.
Gue kemarin pas ngincar Zhongli udah lumayan nge-push
The last word is
orang
arbitrate,
iniannya dia apa? Genshin, Genshin.
which
Apa itu?
means he
Oh,
wants to
Genesis.
shoot you.
Genesis gue yang dari Welkin tuh.
Trade?
Niatnya sih dulu
It's
Genesis
nothing
gue
good
simpen
anyway.
karena emang
He'll
feeling gue
judge
bakal
and
ada
criticize
kostum,
you while pretending to
ada
be the
skin.
good guy.
Semua game gacha pasti ngenalin skin, entah skin karakter, skin weapon, atau bahkan ntar artefak bintang 6, siapa tahu. Cuman pasti MiHoYo nggak mungkin pakai Primo,
How could this be?
pasti
Dodoko
pakai
is
yang
my
lain. Nah, yang
bestest
lainnya kan
friend,
cuma
so
ada
I'll never
Genesis.
give Dodoko to him.
Dari dulu kan langganan
He said
itu
he's the
Welkin lumayan
strongest of
Pak.
the
Gope
Dodo clan.
300.
Hmm.
Kemarin pas nyari Jongli anjir gak dapet tuh ya, pakai aja lah Genesis.
From the names, it
Kampret.
seems like it. But Klee, where is this Golden Apple Archipelago?
Sekarang dari ulang lagi,
I don't
300
know.
lagi.
What? Oh, this is also the first time Klee has heard of the
Iya lu,
Golden
dia juga
Apple
nggak tahu
Archipelago.
Golden Apple Archipelago.
Golden Apple Archipelago. It's probably an island with lots of apples. The only things written on the letter were what Klee just read out to us. And there's no signature. Klee, did this letter come with an envelope? Nope. I don't know, it suddenly appeared on my room's windowsill. Dodo King, Dodo Clan. If Paimon remembers correctly, Dodoko is
Dodo
the toy
King,
hanging
Dodo
on
Clan.
Klee's
Kalau di
backpack,
Monster
right?
Hunter ada Dodo Gama.
No, Dodoko is my bestest friend, not some toy. Oh, right. What a magical creature Dodoko
Wis,
is.
oke Om, thank you Om udah
All this
mampir.
sudden talk
Thank you.
about family and whatnot is pretty strange. It feels like it might be a prank. If it's just a prank, then we should ignore it. No way! I'll never admit defeat. I have to go there. But we've never even heard of such a place. Miss Honorary Knight, you know what to do, right? Klee believes in you.
Beuh, kan gacha ini Klee kalau begini jalan.
I'm begging you,
Kampret.
please help me.
Sengaja dibikin quest begini
If we
kampret.
don't agree to help, she'll go off on her own. That'd be dangerous. Rather than letting Klee go adventuring off by herself, it'd be better if we accompany her. Oh, please. How can we say no after seeing you try so hard? But since we're going together, you need to be well behaved and not run off by yourself. Okay. As per usual, let's start by asking around for some info.
Oh, nyari info ya.
Let's walk around the city and ask some people who might know something about the situation.
Oh, nyari-nyari info berarti kayak ini aja lah. Biar cepet. Biar larinya lebih cepat. Oh iya.
Quiet within the premises and
Belum di render. Udah aja dah.
Mr. Huffman, do you know about the Golden Apple Archipelago? It's on the sea.
A golden apple archipelago on the sea? This is the first I've heard of it. Are the islands that grow many apples?
So you also don't know? Well, given that Huffman's always just patrolling the city,
I do apologize.
It's okay. I forgive you.
Kampret. He wasn't actually apologizing.
Huh? Really? Let's go ask someone else. It's been getting quite... Marjorie here might have heard some strange things. After all, souvenirs do come in all shapes and sizes from a variety of places.
Strange things? What do you mean?
Do you know about the Golden Apple Archipelago? It's made up of lots of small islands and located somewhere in the sea.
Aren't all archipelagos made of small islands and situated at sea?
That's right.
Bener banget.
Right. Then let Paimon ask a different question. Are there archipelagos in Mondstadt?
Not as far as I know. You've seen a map of Mondstadt, haven't you? All known islands are already charted, so check it out. Generally speaking, maps will faithfully record the land's topography. For most people, if it's not on a map, it doesn't exist.
Mondstadt's map doesn't show any, so that must mean there are none. A place that doesn't exist? Sounds about right. How could that be? No. Paimon meant that we should go find other people to ask. It's been getting quite...
Wih, veteran adventure guide.
Cyrus, we want to ask you about a place. You'll know it, won't you? Won't you?
Oh? The little adventurer looks troubled. Have you all encountered some sort of problem?
You could say that. Basically, we want to find a certain archipelago, but it seems no one's ever even heard of it.
Suddenly so
we came here to
charming,
ask you,
Paimon.
a seasoned adventurer.
If you seek unknown lands or adventuring knowledge, then you've come to the right man.
Tahu nih dia.
What kind of archipelago are you all looking for?
It has lots of small islands on the sea. It's called the Golden Apple Archipelago.
Golden Apple Archipelago? You're all amazing! You've managed to find a place that even I, the great Cyrus, haven't heard of.
Goblok.
What? Even you don't know of it?
Indeed. The land of Tevat is immense. No person can walk its entire breadth. But do not fear, dear friends. You must have the courage to venture into the unknown.
Who would have thought that even Cyrus, the branch master of the Adventurers Guild, wouldn't know anything? Could it be that these islands don't exist?
Come now. Don't be like that.
Oh, how can this be? Oh, Dodoco. Looks like the people of Mondstadt don't know anything about the place in this letter. Klee, is there anyone you can think of that you don't get along with? Would there be anyone who'd write a letter to scare you?
Diancam.
No, I love everyone very much, and everyone loves Klee very much.
Mantap.
Paimon thinks so too. So it can't be a prank. It's not a prank, yet no one knows where these islands are. Ugh, this is getting more and more confusing. Knowledgeable.
Knowledgeable.
Right!
Siapa nih?
We should ask Lisa about this kind of thing.
Oh,
She's at the
Tante Lisa.
library every day and has probably read every book in Mondstadt. Oh, Miss Lisa! Let's go to the library.
Mana library?
Rise! Quake!
Oh kanan. Wih, Bu Lisa. Di mana? Oh, di atas. Kirain di bawah.
Lisa!
Oh, well, if it isn't Cutie, Paimon, and Klee, what brings you to the library all of a sudden?
Miss Lisa, can you help Klee find an archipelago?
An archipelago?
Dodo King told Klee to go to the Golden Apple Archipelago so he can challenge Klee. Don't worry, Klee. Let Paimon explain.
Let
Lisa,
Paimon
it's
explain.
like this.
Let me get this straight. To determine if Klee is worthy of becoming Dodoko's family, the ruler of the Dodo clan, Dodo King, wrote a letter to Klee summoning her to this Golden Apple Archipelago to be judged? Does that sum it up?
Yes, I have to go.
And you, cuties, sought me out to help Klee find the location of this Golden Apple Archipelago, correct? How sweet of you to say. Then I have no choice but to assist you in earnest. Klee, can you show me that letter?
Okay.
Though there's little information written upon the letter, have you all tried any other methods?
Other methods?
The letter contains faint elemental traces that seem more like a hint than anything else.
Oh,
Maybe
pakai
try using your elemental
sight.
sight.
All right. Why didn't we think of that? Let's take a look. Did you find anything?
Most of the content on the reverse page was applied via elemental power. What an interesting approach. Here's a pen. Cutie, can I trouble you to copy down what you see with your elemental sight?
Done.
The information on the reverse page is now clear.
Oh, itu
This
petanya.
drawing is likely of the Golden Apple Archipelago you've been looking for.
A ton of small islands floating by themselves in the water without being anchored to any land. It's almost like they popped up from the seabed. Like they appeared out of thin air.
Paimon, you might be right.
I don't understand what you mean.
I've read every single book within this library's walls. Similar islands have been mentioned in some of them. A mysterious archipelago enveloped by storms and dense fog, belonging to no nation. That which is outside cannot enter, nor can anything inside leave. Only those who are chosen may enter its territory. Many years ago, a fleet from Mondstadt encountered some islands at sea. Reportedly, there were torrential rains and howling winds. The sailors could hardly discern land through the thick fog. The islands weren't far, but no matter how much they sailed, they never grew closer. The sailors were initially confused, but then became
School
terrified,
Island
as
harusnya
they
jangan
believed they were hallucinating.
biar kayak King Kong-nya Peter
Talk
Jackson.
about mysterious and creepy.
Mysterious and creepy.
Unfortunately, the books do not record the location of these islands. I'm afraid that if you want more information, you'll have to find someone more knowledgeable than I.
Aw, and Paimon thought Lisa would be the expert on this kind of thing.
I am but a librarian who prefers to stay inside with her books. Klee, Do you really want to go to those islands? It might be a very scary place.
Yes, I want to go.
My, how brave. Far be it from me to scare a child, but Klee, you really should take someone with you, just in case. Someone
Harusnya ajak
reliable,
Tante
like my cutie over
Lisa
here.
biar Tante Lisanya dapat
Klee,
summer
you're not scared?
kostum.
I'm
Jangan
scared, but not
Barbara
being able to be Dodoko's
Majin.
family is even scarier. Dodoko is very important to me. I won't lose to Dodo King. I'll need to ask for some time off so I can go to the Golden Apple Archipelago and find Dodo King. Time off? That's right. I'm a Knight of Favonius. Master Jean told me that if Klee wants to go someplace far, then she has to ask for
Cuti.
time off.
Minta
You're
cuti
gonna
dulu
ask for
dia.
time off. Now? We still don't even know where these islands are.
Cutie, judging by the look on your face, you have an idea, don't you?
I have some impressive friends in Mondstadt. Yo,
It'll be up to you
Panty.
to get Jean's approval. I'll stay here and silently cheer for you all while enjoying a book and some tea.
Silently cheer for you all, kampret. Ikut dong. Mana? Katanya silently cheer for you all. Hilang dia.
Gusha Biat.
Thank you for coming on such short notice, Honorary Knight. I know you must be busy. Well, to make a long story short, there's a particular matter at hand that the Knights requires your assistance with. Yes, it has been one thing after another recently. Neither myself nor any of the Mondstadt garrison are able to catch a moment of peace. I have recently received multiple reports from the Knights of someone within the Lawrence clan having close dealings with the Fatui.
The Fatui? Again? But who are the Lawrence clan?
There was a dark period in Mondstadt's history when the aristocracy ruled over the city. The hard-won freedom that followed with the fall of
Ini bukan
Decoravian was
questnya
lost once
Klee
again
nih.
as slavery spread throughout the land. The first Dandelion Knight, Vanessa, spearheaded the revolution
Oh,
that
ini quest
overthrew the
Eula
old
ini.
aristocratic system and established the Knights of
Bentrok
Favonius,
berarti.
leading Mondstadt to become the city that you see today. The aristocrats that had oppressed the people of Mondstadt were none other than the Lawrence clan.
Oh, Paimon gets it. So the clan's descendants are now scheming with the bad guys to carry out more dubious deeds.
Dubious
We suspect
deeds.
as much, though we have yet to obtain any solid evidence. The reason I summoned you here today is to ask you to help us further investigate this matter. Unfortunately, the Knights of Favonius and the aristocracy have been at odds with one another for as long as I can remember. We've already considered every possible way of resolving our differences, but it seems the descendants of the aristocracy remain antagonistic towards the Knights. No matter what stance we take when dealing with them, the outcome is always the same. Our efforts only result in adding more fuel to the flames. We could come knocking on their door on the grounds of a search warrant, but if the investigation were to come up empty, I'm afraid tensions and distrust would only increase. All of our past efforts would have been wasted. You are in fact the best candidate to represent the Knights of Favonius. But you need not emphasize your role as the honorary knight. You're a traveler from a distant land, and you can approach the aristocrats in this way. Once you come to friendly terms with the Lawrence clan, you should be in a good position to learn more of their possible connections with the Fatui.
Whoa, leave it to Master Jean to come up with such a thorough plan.
Lawrence clan.
Perhaps such plans have become second nature after all the
Lawrence
diplomatic
of
issues I've
Arabia.
dealt with. The name of the Lawrence clan member in question is Schubert. Lately, he can often be found strolling near the northern city walls. It is said that he
Strolling.
is difficult to get along with due to his temperamental disposition, but if we approach him calmly, then things should go off without it. Thanks again for your help. If you run into any snags along the way, I'll do anything in my power to support you.
Iya, ini bukan questnya Klee nih. Tuh kan. Tuh, Shadow of the Past. Iya benar. Ah iya bener mentok.
Please be quiet within the premises.
Bener kan ya yang crash si Jin. Oh iya Jin is busy bener. Iya baik. Mana? Oh ini tanda tanya.
Who are you?
Hello, we're here to...
Hello? Did I hear you correctly? Hello? Huh. And I suppose you think that you can simply strut up here and greet me in such an ignoble and vulgar manner?
Vulgar manner.
Given that I don't recognize you, I can only assume that you are a traveler of some variety. I'll have you know that you are speaking with the Schubert Lawrence, a blood descendant of the magnanimous nobility. If you wish to address me, you'd best consider your words more carefully. Such nonchalant manners are inadmissible and will never do. Now, if you're somehow capable of understanding anything I've said, then you will get down on your knees, apologize for your negligent actions, and give me a proper introduction. That is the appropriate etiquette.
That's etiquette? Paimon's never heard of something so complicated before.
In former times, when people knew their place and respected traditions, such conduct was only basic courtesy when greeting a nobleman. And neglecting your manners would result in a swift whipping.
Dipecut.
But look at the world now. Rules have been thrown to the wayside and manners forgotten. I cannot bear to see such degradation. What did you say? You dare question the dignity of the nobility? I'll have you know that though the Lawrence clan is in decline, myself and others of noble blood are looking for a chance to restore our rightful honor. Just look around. The people are unruly and undisciplined. I, however, strive to retain the elegance and etiquette of the nobility.
To retain the
After
elegance
all,
and etiquette.
we are of a completely different breed by birth. Save your words. I find your manners and bearing repulsive. I have nothing to discuss with the likes of you. Besides, I am in no way obligated to instruct commoners on basic courtesies. Now I have more pressing matters to attend to. I'll take my leave.
You're commoner.
Oh, so this is what Master G meant by difficult to get along with.
Oh ini udah bisa. Mana. Ah, kemana? Oh, talk to Jin lagi, oke.
Well, if it isn't the honorary knight. I'm just on my way out to gather some intel. I didn't expect to run into you here. Huh? Judging by your expression, you must have run into some trouble. Master Jean tasked us with a special assignment, but things seem to have run aground for the moment.
It wasn't our fault.
No need to get down on yourself. Sometimes things just don't turn out as planned. Even I can't guarantee useful intel every time I'm dispatched. You just have to keep at it and never give up.
That's Amber for you.
Hey, why don't you let me try to help? What's the problem? Master Jean asked us to build a connection with someone named Schubert Lawrence. But it turns out that he's a peculiar character that doesn't listen to anyone. Especially Paimon.
Especially Paimon.
Aha, Schubert! I know him. Let me guess. He said you didn't have any manners.
Sounds like you're no strangers to his friends.
I've been on the receiving end of his lectures many a time.
Iya lu.
The Lawrence clan can be very particular about such things.
You mean everyone in the Lawrence clan is just a big headache?
As aristocrats, they believe there should be a certain distance between themselves and common folk. I understand their thinking, but that's just not how things are anymore. However, there is one exception among the Lawrence clan, my good buddy, Eula.
Buddy?
Buddy.
That's right. Not only is
Eula.
she from the Lawrence clan, but she's also captain
Eula
of the Knights of
Lawrence
Favonia's 4th Company. Eula is special. She's not quite like the other members of her clan. She has her own beliefs and it shows. In other words, she doesn't really adhere to the strict rules and conventions of her family. However, she's still quite knowledgeable about dealing with the Lawrences. I'm sure you'll see what I mean if you meet her.
That's strange. If Eula is a member of the Lawrence clan, then why would Master Jean choose us for the task? Couldn't she just ask Eula?
Well, it's a little complicated. Basically, the Lawrence clan has frowned upon the fact that Eula joined the Knights. Her family members don't particularly care for her.
Oh.
In their eyes, Eula is nothing but a traitor to the family. She's very easy to get along with. Just explain the situation, and I'm sure she'll help you come up with a way to get along with Schubert. In fact, I think she's out in the wilderness on patrol this morning. You should be able to find her around Stormbearer Mountains.
Stormbearer Mountain.
Thanks, Amber. All right, you heard her. Let's go find Eula.
Good luck, you two.
Enggak lah.
I've got my own matters to
Kali
investigate.
dulu lah. Enak aja.
Who would have guessed the Knights have a member of the Lawrence
Nah
clan?
lo, disilang
Well,
co-op
if you
gua.
want to learn about the conduct of the Lawrence
Shadow
clan,
of the
you
Past,
better to
yaudahlah.
ask them one of their own family members.
Nggak mau. Co-opnya disilang. Stormbearer Mountain. Mana ini nggak ada. Mana sih? Past Shadow of the Past. Oh, ini. Lumayan buat monster Brown. Ya nggak kena. Di sana ada binatang di sini biasanya. Yo, Ifatui.
The Fatui? What are they doing here? Is that why
Nge-shield
Eula was
dulu.
sent out patrolling?
Panjul.
Let's fight first and talk later. Yahoo!
Sini dong. Sini dong.
Solidify!
Come into being!
Brace yourselves.
Mati langsung. Ada sniper deh. Dia udah mulai broken fight now.
You don't think twice before reaching for your sword, do you? Do you have any idea how long I've been tracking these targets? And now you get to stake a claim. You think you're stronger because you got to them first? Mark my words, vengeance will be mine.
Kenapa yang disorot pinggulnya?
That's right. I heard the commotion and came as swiftly as I could, only to find you two already fighting the Fatui. Not only that, you are making quick work of them too. If I didn't make my move, you would have been able to take all the credit. Still, I'm glad you're unscathed. Confronting that number of Fatui at once can be dangerous.
I'm quite used to fighting the Fatui.
Sorry, Paimon doesn't but thanks for your concern.
Concern? Why would I be concerned for the safety of my arch enemies?
Arch enemies? Wait a minute. You were saying how glad you were that we were unscathed a second ago.
By which I meant, if you were injured, I'd have to escort 2 strangers guilty of stealing my targets all the way back to Mondstadt, which would mean you'd cause me even more trouble. My vengeance would be swifter still.
Huh? So that's how you see all this?
Yes, that's me.
Paimon thinks she's pretty strange. Although at least we can communicate with her.
You dare to call someone you've just met strange? Forget the aristocracy. That's rude even by normal standards. Speaking of which, how do you know my name?
This is the honorary knight of the Knights of Favonius. And speaking of rude, we're trying to investigate an aristocrat named Schubert Lawrence. He's so obsessed with etiquette that he's not even willing to speak with us.
I understand now. That's my uncle, all right. But why do you mean to investigate him? I see. You have some nerve to faming a family member right in front of me. I will have vengeance for this too.
No. This is an assignment from Master Jean. It's just an investigation, that's all.
To the everyday citizens of Mondstadt, everyone in the Lawrence clan is scum. It's natural for rumors and unwarranted gossip to lead to such suspicion.
Hard to avoid such a reputation when you're known as the ruthless rulers of old Mondstadt.
Oh, so that's what you think of me? Yet another transgression to avenge.
Didn't you say it first? Oh.
Curious. We've only just
3
met,
causes for
and
vengeance.
you've already given me 3 causes for vengeance. It's been a while since I've encountered anyone as interesting as you. I assume you need me to teach you the conduct of the Lawrence clan. Only then will you finally be able to communicate with my uncle, correct?
That's right. Amber told us to come and talk to you.
Well then, let's begin your training immediately. It'll be easier to train when we're back in Mondstadt. We'll require other people.
But aren't you plotting vengeance against
We
us?
can put that aside for now. Besides, if it's the acting Grandmaster's assignment, and Amber's the one who recommended me, I should comply.
Best friend ya sama Amber.
Confused. This girl's all vengeance this and revenge that. But she doesn't seem the least bit angry. Still, Paimon has met bigger weirdos before.
Bigger weirdos. Siapa ya? Official kali ya? Tadi dulu gue disuruh ketemu Jin. Orang mau jalanin misinya Klee, malah nyangkut. Oh, koopnya udah kebuka. Berarti cukup sampai situ aja. Nah, ini baru quest second.
Master Jean, I want to ask for some time off because I want to go somewhere.
Klee? Oh, and it's the honorary knight in Paimon as well.
It's been a while, everyone. How have you been? Barbara's also here? How rare.
Of
Sisterly
course not.
moment.
Klee, why are you requesting time off all of a sudden?
Klee's going to the Golden Apple Archipelago to meet the Dodo King, or else he'll take Dodoko away.
Dodo King? Take Dodoko away?
He doesn't think that Klee is worthy of being part of Dodoko's family. I need to prove myself. Miss Honorary Knight will help me, right?
Traveler, Paimon, is this so? I've never heard of the Golden Apple Archipelago. Where is it?
I've also never heard of it. Me either. But Miss Lisa said that someone must know.
So it's a place that even Lisa doesn't know?
Yes, but I have a hunch.
I see. From what you say, it seems to be quite a mysterious place. I sincerely apologize, but I cannot approve Knight Klee's request for time off.
Wah, nggak diizinin dia.
But why? I must go.
Even if these mysterious islands do exist, we cannot determine if they are safe or not. I cannot allow you to journey into a potentially dangerous place.
But if I don't go, Todoko will be taken away. I don't want to lose Todoko. Oh, Klee.
Moreover, how do you intend to reach the islands? Without a safe and reliable plan drawn up, I'm afraid I cannot give you my approval.
Oh, Todoko. Psst, Honorary Knight.
What the fuck? Psst, sambil kedip lagi. Barbara is Barbara winking at me?
Outside.
Ya kedip lagi.
Can you think of a way to get to the islands?
Paimon also thought of him just now. We're on the same wavelength, as expected.
And we're on the same wavelength.
Oh, he's a magical bard that Paimon calls Tone Deaf Bard.
Magical
Can
bard.
he help me?
He's our friend, so he'll definitely help.
If he's a friend of the Honorary Knights, then things will work out for sure. We all know how reliable the Honorary Knight is. How about this? I'll try to persuade Master Jean. You all know she's a serious person, so I think it might take some time. Klee, trust me, okay? I'll do everything I can to help you. Okay, I can wait. Wonderful. Tomorrow afternoon, let's all meet at the plaza outside the cathedral. I'm sure I'll have some good news. Oh, just leave it to me.
You're so dependable. Do your best, Barbara.
Wait until the next day and go to the square. Okay. Square itu ini kan? Dua belas, 18 siang, siang sore. Oh, next day hitungannya muter lagi gitu gue 24 jam. Oke.
It's time. Let's meet up with Barbara and Klee at the plaza.
Udah ternyata kampret lo. Belum cuy. Kadaluarsa dong 1 hari. Aku Barbara mana? Barbaranya mana? Hah? Siapa? Ya. Speech and etiquette mentok. Panjol. Oh, square-nya ini patungnya si Fan. Ada. Trok mulu sama quest-nya sih. Salah tadi kayaknya. Iya lu ada baru apa? Beula lagi.
Ah, you finally arrived. There's no time to spare, so we'll begin with our first lesson.
Wait, hold on. There's something we need to clear up first. Otherwise, it'll keep bugging us.
Vengeance stuff.
So that's still on your mind, huh? Maybe you're the ones who can't let things go. Don't worry, there's a time and place for exacting vengeance. Besides, I'm not in the mood for any right now. Best save it for later.
You need to be in the right mood for vengeance.
I already have a long list of vengeance to exact.
Long list of vengeance
Even if I
to
wanted
exact.
to begin now, I'd have to start in the right order. Who knows how long it will be before I get to you?
Well, if you have so much to take care of, wouldn't it just be easier to give us a clean slate?
Absolutely not. Stealing my targets, calling me a ruthless ruler, and suspecting my uncle. All worthy of vengeance in my eyes.
All worthy of vengeance. She's definitely counting.
But you needn't worry, at least not whilst we're investigating this matter. I'm sure you're familiar with the phrase, a man of moral integrity fears no slanderous attack.
Nggak tahu.
If Uncle Schubert didn't commit any wrongdoing, then any such investigation will prove fruitless. But if he did commit a wrongful act, then he should bear the full punishment. I'm sure you understand. Good. Now, there are two key points that aristocrats attach great importance to. Your manner of speech and your bearing. Let's begin with your manner of speech. Aristocrats have a very unique way of carrying conversation, even with mundane daily topics.
Oh, Paimon's already learned some
Unique conversation.
Mark my words, vengeance will be mine!
Not even close. And besides, it sounds strange.
Hey! Paimon learned it from you! And didn't you say not to call others strange? It seems you don't respect the rules of your own clan.
No, I've no need to trouble myself with such frivolous formalities. Here, allow me to demonstrate. For example, when greeting a friend, you could say, "As the morning dew greets the coming dawn, so do I greet you, my dear friend."
As the morning dew does what now?
However, such a phrase may only be used during the morning hours. Also, the party with whom you're speaking must be of approximately the same status as you. Morning dew is not uncommon, so it expresses that friendship should not be measured by value, yet also suggests that friendship between aristocrats is pure like water. Oh, no. You must be prudent with your words. Calling someone a good friend could easily offend them.
But didn't you just say my dear friend in your example? Paimon's confused.
Yes, I did. But you must know in the Lawrence family, dear friend is a set phrase that can only be used towards certain friends with whom one is acquainted, but not particularly close. It sounds much more pleasant to call an acquaintance a dear friend. So, another thing to remember. Aristocrats are concerned with face and being polite. However, if you were to use dear friend to address an intimate friend, the recipient would think that you were deliberately trying to estrange them.
Ooh.
This is only the first step in making a greeting. After addressing one another, you then exchange courtesies.
Wait. This is all too abstract. Perhaps it would be better if you gave some real-life demonstrations.
Ah, very well. Come with me. We'll choose some bystanders to converse with.
Ada gitu yang nyangkut bystander.
I really envy those with a god's eye.
Astaga, masih merah cuy. Top ini quest yang aku lanjut. Alah, ini siapa nih korbannya? Norman Kamaru, anjir. Ini yang dulu keluar dari polisi mau jadi penyanyi dia ya.
Oh, you're Eula of the Lawrence clan, right? This can't be good.
You there, lowly laborer.
Lowly
you stand
laborer.
in the presence of a member of the illustrious Lawrence clan. I have words for you. Please acknowledge the glory bestowed upon thee by the nobility...
What comes next?
Oh, right. By solemnly kneeling to the ground with utmost sincerity.
Huh? I can't make heads or tails of anything you're saying.
Hold on. What did they always teach me? Whenever a dispute arises, protection of your family's prestige and dignity always takes precedence. Got it. As a lowly commoner, you shall maintain absolute reverence when speaking with those under which you so graciously toil. How dare you speak in such a manner?
Lah dia yang ngajak ngobrol.
Is everyone from the Lawrence clan so strange? The days of the Lawrence clan's tyranny have long passed. I don't care what you're trying to do. Just beat it.
Beat it.
Like I said, I don't care what you're doing. I have nothing to say to any member of the Lawrence clan. And here's a word of advice. I wouldn't be caught dead walking too closely with any one of their like in Mondstadt.
Whoa.
If that's all, I'll be going. I'm afraid I won't be able to control myself if we talk any longer.
Hey! Don't leave! Halt! Mark my words, vengeance will be mine!
Wow, the Lawrence name really does carry a terrible reputation.
Never mind him. I could have predicted as much. Let's find someone else.
Hanya nyari korban lagi. Goblok nih asli gue. Tadi Norman Kamaru, sekarang siapa nih? Leno. Jay Leno. Gila. Pembawa talkshow. Jay Leno.
You there, lowly toiler.
Lowly
You stand in the presence of a
toiler.
member of the illustrious Lawrence clan. I have words for you.
Ulah kayak zaman kuno sifatnya.
Please acknowledge the glory bestowed upon thee by the nobility, and solemnly kneel to the ground with utmost sincerity.
Bangke ini asli ngomong.
Why don't you respond?
Solemnly
According to
kneel.
the custom, I must wait until you kneel completely before I can say the next words. Right. I mustn't look at you too long, or I'll be drawing more attention to our difference in status. Oh dear, I've already stared at you for quite a while.
Iya. Tapi
Fine.
seksi pak. Aduh.
You may spare yourself the formality of
Yoi.
kneeling, as
Cakep
it may
lagi
be a
kan.
little
Cantik mah
inconvenient.
bebas dong.
I shall continue. Oh, wait. I think there's a line for people with rude attitudes in this situation.
What?
Hey, stop bothering me or else I might say something you wouldn't like to hear. Then again, I've got no words for anyone from the Lawrence clan.
Banyak
Again?
yang
What's with his
benci.
attitude?
Yes, I don't think his attitude will change. If I keep grandstanding like this, the outcome won't be good. Let's try to find someone else to talk to. I'll remember your unwillingness to comply. Mark my words, vengeance will be mine.
Tadi Paimon pas ngomong begitu tolol lah. Wah ini bentroknya panjang amat. Gak maju-maju quest kali gue, kampret. Salah nih tadi. Siapa?
You there, lowly worker.
Lowly worker tetap.
Yeah, I've already heard it all before. Look, just spare me the time. Our answer's always the same. We've got nothing to say to the likes of you. I mean, seriously, can't you just take a hint?
Please calm down. We don't want to cause any trouble.
I know she's a knight of Favonius, and that the knights wouldn't misplace their trust, but the name Lawrence carries too much weight with it. Even to this very day, the descendants of the Lawrence clan are still scheming to reclaim Mondstadt and reinstate their aristocratic rule.
Iya,
And if that wasn't enough, here you are purposefully using their awkward way of speaking just to put on an act? Don't you care for the feelings of us ordinary folk?
You have a point.
Ya,
But mark my words, this transgression will not go unnoticed.
dianggap pengkhianat sama keluarganya.
You
Sama
wanna
yang lain
fight?
juga di
Listen here,
jauhin.
I may be no match for you, but I'll be sure to lodge a complaint with the Knights of Favonius. I'm sorry, but I want her to understand that I'm serious. Listen here, if you don't want things to get more unpleasant, then you better
Randall
just
nih,
stop.
musuhnya yang
Forget
di
it. There's no point in quarreling any further. Let's go.
Monster University. Monster Inc.
It's all right. This happens quite often. Let's find someone else to talk to.
Paimon thinks we've seen enough now. Let's just stop. Actually, Paimon thinks we should apologize for asking you to demonstrate for us. We had no idea the feelings between the Lawrence clan and the people of Mondstadt were so bitter.
What can we do? The Lawrence name is already a dirty word among every household in Mondstadt. Even 3-year-olds know the story. I see this kind of attitude all the time.
I'm starting to sympathize with
Don't worry. What with me being a knight of Favonius, they're usually willing to speak a few words with me. Perhaps my aristocratic manner of speech provoked them today. Believe me, it's not a big issue.
So this is the way things are normally for you? There's no need for them to direct their anger at you personally.
That's the way things are. Perhaps it's just fate for those who have made mistakes. Accepting punishment is only fair, right? But when your family has committed atrocities, I'm afraid there's no easy path to reconciliation. As memories are carried in the city breeze, the faults of such grievances are passed from one generation to the next. It is now my turn to bear this burden. At least I have a means of living a relatively normal life compared to the elders of my family. I have nothing to be discontented about.
Yeah, why were you so willing to try and demonstrate for us?
Oh, that reminds me. That last person will not escape my vengeance
masih.
either. Let's leave it at that. Just think of it as something I like to do. But unfortunately, you probably didn't learn much from those conversations. It seems we have no other choice but to find more people to talk to.
No need! Besides, the Traveler's pretty sharp, and nothing gets in our way on an adventure. Paimon thinks we got the gist of it now. Right? Right?
Right? Yeah, I think
We'll just have to roll with it for now. Let's just keep Eula from getting anyone else riled up.
Well then, I'm glad you learned something. You're already halfway toward mastering aristocratic conduct. A proper manner of speech is more aesthetic than anything else. It stems from their taste for refinement, but we must also practice your bearing. I have a very effective way of training for this. Come with me to Dragon Spawn.
Nah, ini udah loh. Udah dong, bentroknya cukup. Kan. Anjir lah. Kelewat lagi kan waktunya. Geblek 2 hari. Kampret. Sian amat barbaranya nunggu 2 hari. Mana? Belas 18 ya ini. deh sore. Wis, mana barbaranya, Bos? Gawat. Wait until the next day and go to the square. Ya ini kan. Diputerin deh coba. Sehari.
It's time. Let's meet up with Barbara and Klee at the plaza.
Boats are made for transferring commodities back and forth. And those that come across Liyue tend to stay a while. So it is where many things come to settle.
Crumble!
Kejauhan. Barbara.
We're all here now. Oh, everyone! Over here! Miss Honorary Knight, Paimon!
Greetings. Yes, it's a long story. Barbara and Lisa have both spoken to me, and there's something that I've realized. Regardless if I approve it or not, Klee will go where she wants to anyway. This is how it has always been.
We all know Klee. Rather than have her run headlong into danger, it's better to agree to her request.
Knight Klee, your request for leave has been approved.
Wow, I am so excited! However, there are conditions.
In exchange, I will be accompanying everyone to this letter's Golden Apple Archipelago. As for the Knight's affairs, I have entrusted them to Kaya. Work has been busy and I shouldn't leave, but I won't be able to stop worrying about Klee. So, please allow me to travel with you.
All right. There won't be any problem problems if Master Jean comes with us.
Big Sis, I mean, Master Jean also suggested that I come along. Barbados forbid, but I can assist if someone needs medical treatment during our journey.
We're so lucky to have Barbara too.
Miss Barbara, Master Jean, you two are so nice. I promise I'll behave.
Klee, you always say that. I hope you will abide by your words this time. Lisa heard that I wanted to accompany everyone to the islands, so she prepared this pouch. Supposedly, opening it will reveal a new way.
New way? You mean a way to keep Klee out of trouble?
She said not to open it until we've reached the islands. I think it might be something to use in case of an emergency.
As expected of Miss Lisa, she's been thinking of us this whole time. Anyway, our next step is to find the bard, right? I just asked the people nearby. They said that he hasn't performed at the square today and that he likely went to Windrise.
What are we waiting for? Let's head to Windrise and find Tone Deaf Bard.
Nongkrongnya di Windrise. Yoi, Fenty ketemu Fenty. Mana. Walu.
Fenty, we found you!
If so many people are looking for me, then I suppose it is something important.
This is the map of the islands.
Yes, that place. Congratulations! You found the right person.
Wow, you really do know.
So, now they're called the Golden Apple Archipelago, huh? They used to be known as the Har Islands. They're located on a stretch of sea that's particularly difficult for the average person to reach. Not to mention, the area has strong storms and thick fog year-round. Ships can hardly approach the island, let alone dock. Why do you guys wish to go there?
I'm going there to meet Dodo King. He said he wants to test Klee to see if she's qualified to be Dodoko's family.
Are you nervous?
A little, but I will not give in. Master Tone Deaf Bard, you must help us.
Master Tone Deaf Bard? Interesting. I like it.
Paimon, you're a bad influence.
Is this Paimon's fault?
Fear not. Since you wish it so, Master Tone Deaf Bard will lend a
Master
helping
Tone
hand.
Deaf Bard?
Could you really help us?
Of course. In this world, what is more pure and free than the wish of a child?
Oh, manggil si Devalin.
What a beautiful sound.
Huh? Is the wind picking up?
Wait just a moment. He'll be here soon.
Mantap.
This is a secret between us here, so don't tell anyone else. What are the four winds?
Oh, my dear poet, you have my utmost gratitude for the aid you have provided us.
Si Jin tahu kan.
The acting Grand Master sure is formal.
Way to go.
What wonderful expressions you all have. I'll see you off here. May the winds bless your travels.
Devalinnya jadi Gojek. Wih, nyampe loh. Akhirnya
This is
nyampe.
as far as I go. It would be cumbersome for me to proceed further. Please, exercise caution.
We're here! We finally made it!
Toon Defart sure knows when to pull out all the stops. Suddenly letting us ride over on a dragon? Paimon almost got blown away!
That was my
First time riding
on a dragon's back. My heart won't stop pounding.
Whew. Is everyone all right?
Yes, I'm fine. Master Jean, just who is that bard?
Iya lu, kasih tahu kan?
Well, he's a legendary bard of exceptional musical talent who can use his lyre to call forth all manner of creatures.
Wow, even Master Jean is pretty quick on the spot.
A necessary skill for managing subordinates.
Oh, what an impressive person. We must properly thank him when we return.
Agreed. In any case, what are these islands? The weather is dreadful, the fog is thick, and visibility is low. Just like Lisa said.
We should be extra careful.
Traveler, Paimon, what else does the letter say?
Oh, Paimon remembers. It read, Wicked Girl of Flame,
Wicked Girl of Flame.
I am of the Dodo Clan as its overlord. In the name of Dodo King, you are not qualified to become Dodoko's new family. Unless you bring Dodoko to the Golden Apple Archipelago, light the 4 beacons, and knock upon the Trialist Gate to accept your
4 beacons? Does that mean he wants us to find something that emits light?
Now that you mention it, doesn't it seem like it's a little less foggy here than the surrounding area?
Looking carefully, that indeed appears to be the case. Could the clearing of the fog be related to this device?
Oh, nyalain portal.
Don't you think it looks familiar? Pretty similar to the portable waypoints we've used before. Crafting portable waypoints requires luminescent spines, so they can also function as a source of light. So if this device here seems like it can dissipate fog, maybe it's a similar kind of device.
Light 4 beacons and knock upon the Trialist Gate. What will happen after we light up all 4 beacons?
There's already one lit device here. It appears that we need to find the other 3 and light them up as well.
Huh? What's that?
Hey! Don't run out!
Main kabur aja si cebol.
It looks like something's down there.
Let's take a closer look.
Oh, itu perahunya. Ini? Oh, ini. Yeah,
but the general's a good guy. He protects us.
I've told you, it's too dangerous. Hey, where are you running off to?
Di atas ada nggak? Keong. Oh, itu ada di mod. Aman lah.
We can't let the size of the ocean intimidate us. We have to at least try.
You think we haven't tried before? We can't afford to lose anyone else.
Ini kayaknya ini kisah hidupnya si jenderal itunya apa? Jenderal samurai nih kayaknya nih.
A boat?
It looks as if someone has been awaiting our arrival.
Are we really supposed to sail in such terrible weather?
I'm afraid that appears to be the intention. Everything about these islands is a mystery. Regardless of what lies ahead, please proceed with utmost caution.
Waverider is a very mysterious waterborne vehicle that can be summoned to its keeper's side using a Waverider waypoint. Get close to the Waverider to board and set sail. You can summon it from a Waverider waypoint at any time, but one person can only own one Waverider. Wih, bisa ngebut! Waveriders can accelerate to increase their speed. Waveriders are also armed with 2 different weapons. Swift strike and heavy cannon. goes on cooldown after being fired. Oh, ada 2 weaponnya. Hold. Oh, loncat. Stop sailing and leave the Wave Rider. After leaving your Wave Rider, you can get close to it again to start sailing or use a Wave Rider waypoint to summon it to your side once more. Okay.
Every journey has its final day. Don't rush.
Tembakannya ada 2. Mana? Ini terus. Oh, itu bisa gede tembakannya. Boom. Yang kecil. Buset, cooldown-nya lama. R1 buat lari. Oke. Apa nih? Get careless and you might just get lost. Oke, tujuannya lampu-lampu itu ya. Oke, the glimmering beacon's light will continuously twinkle. When you have reached the beacon, it will be activated and become lit. Use these beacons to avoid getting lost, find the many islands within the fog, and unlock their teleport waypoints. Oke. Tadi larinya macam tuh. R1. Dong, ngebut. Ngebut. Oh, ngedes sama. Wush. Wih. Pulau-pulau. Ini bukan pulau. Ini apa? Iya, hancur. Weh. Tembak, bro. Boom. Lah, nyasar. Sikat manual itu.
Gather. Live.
Mati. Gituin juga mati. Enak nih kalau partinya Zhongli sama Alvin.
Come into being. Stabilize.
Tinggal nonton doang bisa.
Live.
Oh kan, 14.000. Albedonya meleduk-meleduk. Ya nggak bisa manjat. Oh langsung. Dapat apaan? Wih, 15.000 mora. Wih. Lumayan. Ini gitu. Wow, udah jam 5:30 ternyata. Kalau gitu, udahan dulu. Thank you semua buat yang udah hadir, yang udah nonton atau yang bakal nonton juga thank you. Udah sore mau maghrib, udah dulu broadcastnya. Thank you semua.